Hello, Reed Spring Wolf family. This is the March post-board meeting video update. Super excited about recapping our board meeting this evening, and appreciate all the work that our Board of Education does and continues to do advanced student learning here in Reed Spring School District, as well as all of our staff. We're plugging our way right into April, and these last 2 months are super critical for learning, so we're excited to continue to do the great work in our rooms and our buildings with our kids. I wanted to get a special shout out to 4 special administrators who joined us this evening for the first time. These are new hires that are going to be part of our team. Ms. Tara Connors, who's joining us as our new assistant principal at the primary school. Tara is going to be an exceptional employee, someone who's passionate about early childhood learning. Is going to be a great support to the team over there at the primary school, and we are so excited to have her. Mr. Garrett Noonan, returning back to the Reed Spring School District, coming from Ozark. We're excited to have him as our new assistant principal at the middle school. Garrett is very just skilled and very knowledgeable in his work. We really feel like his relationship building and his ability to bring solid structures to the district will really enhance our operations over at the middle school, expand what great things are going on there, and also expand the work that we're doing across the district. Mr. Brandon Weldy, he's our new high school principal. He's so student-centered, such a student heart. I think he's going to be someone who's really engaged and connected out of his office. He's going to build a great team and continue to work on and building and expanding the high school. And then Dr. Shane Dublin, who is our new HR director, coming from Willard School District. Just a huge depth of knowledge and experience that he's going to be able to bring for our HR side of things. I think he'll help us be more systems thinking and really just has a servant's heart. So excited to have all those 4 here. So we had a great meeting and able to connect with them. Our board belief statement for the month of March was that we will always be good stewards of our resources. Our number one resource are our employees. They're the most important asset, the most important part of our district in terms of serving our students. If you think about who has the most impact on student learning, it's not about any program, it's not about any supply, it's not about buildings, quite frankly. It is about the educator, the kitchen staff, the cook, the bus driver, the support staff in the office, all those individuals, about having quality people that are here to serve students. And so we certainly want to take care of them. We also want to be good resources of our taxpayer dollars by be resourceful and good stewards of our taxpayer dollars by taking care of those things that are given to us from our taxpayers and utilizing those dollars in a way that honors their giving and honors our kids. So we just appreciate that belief and continue working towards that. We are having our wonderful April 15th Excellence Award Banquet at the Chateau. Excited to be able to honor our staff and teachers and employees of the year, all of our retirees, and just celebrate the successes of this school year. It's been a great year. On Friday, April 28th, if you have not got online and purchased tickets to go to the Pack Night at Dolly Parton Stampede, please go to our webpage. I'm sure it's on Facebook, on our Twitter, social media accounts. Go to the link, buy some tickets. Our Pack Night is April 28th. I believe it's an 8 p.m. show. All the funds and proceeds from this event go to our scholarship funds for our students. Please put that on your calendar. Very, very important event for our district. Wanted to give a shout out to Mr. Ben Fisher. Ben Fisher was recognized in the state of Missouri as the State Professional of the Year. We are so excited and honored to have Ben in our district and the way he represents the district here and markets our work, but really what he does also regionally and across the state. Being around colleagues of his across the state, he has a high level of respect for the work he does. So we appreciate everything that Ben does. Certainly love Ben and all his work. Amanda Rogers is our MSBA legislative representative. She continues to do a great job in supporting and educating the board on upcoming trends in state legislative issues. As most of you know, this is a hot time for state legislators. They're working heavily on a lot of different things. One of them we're keeping our eye on is some property tax things, which could impact public education and any entity that receives any dollars from property tax. There is some movement to do some reduction in property tax. So it's one we're really watching heavily on, and that could impact school districts like us significantly on the financial end. So we're keeping a pulse on that. We appreciate all those that attended our Golden Friends Luncheon this past month. We had, 240, I think around 240 people attend. What an amazing event. We just love that. Love that we had that for our district and appreciate those that participated. Mr. Steve Verheyen provided the Board of Education update on our primary project as well as our Career Center project. The rain has caused us a delay somewhat on our career side of things because of all the mud out there. But we are making some progress now, and you'll see some footings poured for our construction class and some other work that's getting done. So excited to report that project is moving well ahead, moving ahead nicely. Our primary school project is looking really good. They even got some painting done on some of the walls in the building. It is absolutely different, and then you go into that building, it's remarkable. Making good progress. We're still progressing towards timeline to be in that building next fall. We'll know more about exact timeline and when that will look, what that will look like by the end of the school year going into the summer. But the building is going to be a phenomenal place to educate kids, so we're excited about that. I, along with the Board of Education, have spent some time at the Capitol. I've engaged a lot with our local Representative Hudson, and especially and Senator Esslinger. And some of the representatives that don't necessarily even represent Tyler, but they're in our region, which is really impactful. Representative Smith, appreciate him, and Representative Seitz, all their work that they're doing at Jeff City, as well as Senator Lincoln Huff. We've been in conversations with all of them about supporting our Career Center. As I've communicated in this forum in the past, our project budgets have escalated heavily to the point where we're going to the Senate, we're going to the House, trying to get secure support about this project, which was all about workforce development. Career Center, Table Rock Career Center is a significant regional project to help the workforce demand. And those of you that have businesses, including the Reed Springs School District, know how important it is that we have a workforce to take the jobs that are open. I've looked at some data that shows that for every position open, there's 2 positions open for every candidate that's looking for positions in education. I think that's probably undershooting it a little bit. I think the need's there, and so we're expanding and growing that center. So we have been in conversations with those representatives, advocating their support to do a 50-50 match on our Career Center budget. It is something that the state has done in the past. They did it in years prior. They did it last year for another school district north of Kansas City, where they gave them $30 million on a $60 million project. We're asking the state to support us with $17.5 million to support workforce development here in our region of all of our 11 sending schools, both Taney and Stone County. If you know of a representative or a senator who you have a relationship with, please just shoot them a message, let them know we appreciate their work, and you can share the highlights of this project. And if they need to get in touch with me, I'm more than willing to advocate with them. We will be doing all we can to get in front of the governor, as well as the lieutenant governor, to get their support. And so we're making a lot of progress on that, and hopefully we can get a line item in the budget, in the state budget, to do a 50-50 match on our project. Either way, we're obviously working towards those goals, and the district will have to find an alternative way, an alternative mechanism, which I've explained at the board meeting multiple times, some options to be able to do that. So we'll explore those, but we're still progressing and making some good progress in that regard. I provided the board an update on our playground, just to provide them an overview of the project, the various elements that really come in and really just can change our community, provide a space where families can be together, where they can unite together, they can collaborate together, or they can just play together, go on hikes, play pickleball, tennis, all those things. And we're pretty much done at the design phase, and we're just now getting ready to go to people for sponsorships. We will be going to local sponsors, probably hitting a lot of those first to see if they want to play in our park financially, if they want to donate money and support and sponsorship for naming rights and recognition, as we have various pieces and components itemized with budget dollar amounts, so that we can get some momentum going. If you know of any avenues for funding, for grants, or any donors that you know of that would be willing to support the Stone County community with a project that's so unique. I don't know a school district that's doing a project like this that isn't all about just the day-to-day school operations. This is a community project. We really need to engage, and I need a better job engaging our local city governments, town governments involved. I need to start meeting with them and getting them engaged in our project as well. But we're excited about the work that's being done and continuing those conversations. A huge thing happened today. The Skaggs Foundation, what a great organization. They have honored us. I mean, just given such an amazing gift. We, Mr. Mueller from our Career Center director and incoming Career Center director reached out to the Skaggs Foundation with a big ask that if they would help in any way fund a portion, if any, of a vehicle to transport our health students, our health career CNA students over to the nursing home, so we can have a vehicle to transport them to the nursing home. Skaggs Foundation came back and absolutely blew us out of the water and decided to provide us over close to $120,000 for a new 24-passenger van, shuttle van, for the Table Rock Career Center. So we had that big kickoff today, and sent off Mrs. Parrish and her class. We love Mrs. Parrish. She's just awesome in that group, and I'm able to have that vehicle. So we appreciate the Skaggs Foundation and all that they do. If you know anybody on that foundation, please let them know of our appreciation and gratitude. Tonight, the board also discussed and has some information presented to them about HR committee recommendations on salary schedules. A recommendation was made to raise teacher base salary, that base salary level to 40,000 as a base from 38.2, which would be about a 4.6% increase to everyone, and raising at a minimum standard the base hourly compensation to $14 an hour at a base level, rather than we have people that's still at $12 range. So it's a good step in the right direction. Nothing was approved tonight. They're taking the month to consider it. With next month, hopefully, we can get something improved in regards to salaries and those shifts. Dr. Kite presented our APR academic performance results, shared those with the board. Overall, we had a good year. We're still working towards some wonderful things. Honestly, some of the things that the state are doing now are things that we are doing and been doing in our strategic plan. So that really aligns with the great work. We have so many celebrations and so many things we're headed towards and working towards to advance student learning. That's just been a phenomenal thing. So appreciate Dr. Kite and his presentation. We presented the Winter Activities Program Review. Appreciate all of our coaching staff who spend countless hours with our athletes. Just not only helping them on the court, on the mat, whatever that may be, in the scholars team, whatever that might be, but really helping them be better human beings and prepare for life. I've often have heard coaches talk to them about what it's going to be like to be a father or a mother and those types of things. So kind of mentoring is at a high level, so we appreciate their work. So that happened tonight. Dr. Kite presented some information for 2 courses to be added to the course catalog, course schedule. Dr. Kite shared those. These are Project Lead the Way engineering program courses that will help prepare our Career Center students for Career Center. So those are going to be part of our offerings next year. And then when the Career Center's open, they'll be over there, and our students will be able to walk across cross through the hall into the new Career Center and take those on an hourly basis, those classes. So appreciate Dr. Kite's leadership as well as all the teams involved. Ms. Liz Smith made a recommendation due to increased size and need of our special education classroom, specifically the self-contained classroom. The board approved adding a special education staffing teacher that could serve those needs of those kiddos. And so the board approved that, and that will help alleviate some of the caseload of individual teachers that service those kids and provide a safe and quality place for kids to be educated. And the final thing, the board approved the summer school schedule. Summer school calendar is a 4-week schedule that begins May 30th and goes through June 23rd. Please consider being part of our summer school program. A lot of great things happening across the district during summer school. Love to have you involved. There's no place like Reed Spring. Honestly, now I just feel like there's so much excitement going into next year. So many wonderful things that we're about to embark on. Great people that we're bringing in. It's just a wonderful time to be a Wolf. As always, if you have questions, let us know. Keep moving forward and go Wolves.